Woo bag baby.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Episode 4. But
Episode 4.
Something new.
Something new. You know, we got our first official New Knowledge Podcast guest.
This seat has been filled.
But there are still many more to be filled. So stay tuned. Listen for the entire episode. At the end, we will kind of reveal a nice little treat we got cooking up for you guys.
But on this episode, as usual, we're going to go through the current events, 4th of July, Kanye West, all sorts of stuff. But we will be going on a deeper dive.
Of course. Our deeper dive today will be education-centered. We're going to be talking about our college experiences, talking about our college process, how we got into the college, what we're looking forward to, what we may be afraid of, and advice for maybe upcoming seniors and rising seniors. But you know what it is?
We are the voices of tomorrow.
The warriors of the unheard.
Prince Charles' finest.
You are listening to the New Knowledge Podcast.
We are back. Episode 4. We have our first guest on the show, Mr. Blaine.
Hello. Yes, it is me, Blaine. Nice to meet y'all. I'll be attending NYU in the fall with my homies, Amiri. I've known this kid since 5th grade. And Christophe.
You know me since 4th grade.
Nope, 5th grade.
5th grade, you're right.
Don't get slipped. Don't get caught up.
I thought you just be thinking I'm someone else. That's a different man.
But yeah, really just here. I mean, standard protocol for the podcast. We usually start off thank yous.
Thank you. So first off, of course, thank you, Blaine, for wanting to be on the podcast and
thank you for having me.
Going through with actually wanting to be on the podcast. You kind of are setting an example for anybody who wants to join, showing that it is absolutely possible that we will have guests on this show. And it adds to the conversation. It adds new perspectives to the stuff that we talk about. So thank you, Blaine. Also, shout out to everybody on social media who's continuing to like the responses and everything. Things to look out for on social media. We have a few new new little
things
knowledge things
going on
that we decided to add in. And here's the official announcement for those. So first, look for the new knowledge word of the day. The new knowledge word of the day is basically anything from philosophical to intellectual to historical, just a term that not everybody, that a lot of people may not be familiar with, and it may be a little bit more complex than what you're used to. And we're just challenging you to read the definition and also kind of interpret it in your own way and look at how it applies to you and how you can use it throughout your week, your month, your year, your life. So the most recent word that we had was posted on our social media page, and we will continue to post more on our social media page.
Yeah, it's really just about using the platform that we do have to try to inform, but most importantly, not just inform, but try not to make your conclusions for you. So we've really just been trying to push out words, literature, also very important.
Yes.
We've really just been trying to give you guys some of the resources because we wouldn't be doing justice on this platform if all we talked about was just our views and everything that we see in this world. It's really just about making the platform so you guys can come up with your own conclusions, whether it be for or against whatever we believe in, I believe in, but really just trying to get some of those things out. Onto the week.
So with current events always happening, because there are events always happening and they're always current.
I mean, the biggest thing, what you do this 4th of July,
Well, my 4th of July was... Yeah, my 4th of July was interesting. I didn't do anything. And it wasn't by choice. It was just coronavirus got the best of me. Nah, whoa. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I don't have coronavirus. Hey,
Get back.
I don't have coronavirus. All I'm trying to say is that Big Baby Rona messed up what could have been great potential for my team. I mean, I watched the hood blow up fireworks and everything, and it was beautiful.
Yes,
it was loud.
Did not enjoy that.
How you didn't enjoy that?
I was up all night, 10 o'clock. My dog was up my dog was like, Blaine, help me. My dog's never like that. My dog hates me. My dog was in my room staring at me. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, that must be the worst. I don't like your dog either. But like, I think that I spent it pretty well. I had somebody, a little somebody over. We, my mom and I, and that person, we had some barbecue.
Well, how about you, Blaine? We'll shift. How about you? What did you do this 4th of July?
I didn't do anything. I was at home. My brother came home like either the day of or the day before. So we kind of hung out earlier that day. But no, I just kind of stayed home, didn't do much, We were supposed to go out to the desert with my grandparents, but there was a mix-up with the rooms at this hotel that they were booking. So then we had to turn around in the middle of the night, and we went to sleep. And then next day, brother shows up. I'm entertaining with him. Mom and Brad went out somewhere. I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I mean, at least for me, didn't do. I guess I did do. I mean, go out, little barbecue, little food. I have this hill like across the street from my house that like overlooks the city. So I just got into the group chat. Hey, we going up there. So just kind of posted up there. Got little chairs, little speakers going. But I mean, I guess this is like the first 4th of July we not supposed to celebrate.
Yeah.
I mean.
What is celebrating 4th of July?
Yeah, but I mean, if you really think back, if you really think about it, nobody really, I wouldn't say nobody, but the main reason that lots of people love 4th of July or have celebrated it is because people like barbecues and fireworks. That's kind of what it really came down to in the modern day. It's not. I mean, yeah, it's a day to commemorate the independence of our country. However you see this country or not, undisputed, it is the independence of this country. Yeah. And it is meant to commemorate it. Whether, at least the way I see it, it's well intentioned, but not completely followed through. But just commemorating what at first was a great idea. And I guess celebrating that idea isn't so bad. But don't celebrate the reality, though. The reality hasn't matched up. But the idea, pop a couple fireworks for that.
Well, I didn't have any fireworks. So by default, I did not celebrate to the fullest extent. I would say that I barbecued. My mom's idea of barbecue, though, is just like slap meat on the grill and then grill it, right? But then there's no barbecue sauce.
Oh,
that's a shame.
So it's just a grill.
Well, yeah, I guess it's.
If you disagree with me, talk to me.
You can just call it a cookout.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cookout.
Misleading.
Yeah, but like she told me we were gonna barbecue, and then she told me to make the barbecue sauce after I said it's not a barbecue without barbecue sauce. I guess that's how all mothers get you to do something that they don't want you to do.
Yeah.
But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into some more. I wouldn't call Kanye West a fun topic. Not right now.
Man, this man, I swear.
Yeah. Hey,
you just be wanting to slap somebody through the phone. You just be
it's you think he'd stop talking, like regarding
this. But he did stop talking.
He did.
He did.
I'm saying like when all this started, Kanye was quiet, and it was good. Yeah, it was good that he was quiet.
And then he was just working on making the decision whether he was going to probably run or not. I don't know. He said he was going to do it. Everybody was like,
man, that boy, late registration. He registered too late. It's too late.
It's too late. But
for all of you that thinking, I'm about to write it in just cause. All right, man.
And also, it's like, I think that, okay, for you pro-Trump people, have a conversation with me. But what I'm about to say, I mean no offense. We need to get him out. And the reason why we need to get him out is because he has a certain type of ignorance to him that gets under like my skin and the skin of many Americans. And with that being said, he is also supporting things that destroy communities, families, and He ignores certain problems that we fight for, and he supports the. I don't want to say the Karens of the world, but
I don't know. I mean, at least because I mean, you can't be objective and say that everything that he's done has been like terrible, because that's just not facts. But for me, it's just like we don't have a good, honest person. At the end of the day, if it's just looking at the quality of people, I personally do not believe that we have a quality person. Past politics, past all that we do not have a good person in office right now. And then if you want to go on to the politics and then that's even adding on to it. But at the core, I just don't think that he is a very good person. And you are who you end up being surrounded by, and it's not. I find it extremely hard to believe that it is a coincidence that a lot of the racists, the KKK members, a lot of the bigots fight for him. And even if he says like, okay, I completely disagree with white supremacy or whatever he says. You have these things that you say, but they're not really backed up because they're still riding for him.
Yeah.
And they're still, holding up for him. So it's like, if he was really this, non-racist person, it would appall him that so many racists and bigots and KKK members and neo-Nazis rally for him. It would appall him if that was the case, if he was so anti-racist. But that's neither here nor there.
How do you feel about Trump, Blaine?
Trump's interesting. Well, to go off what he said, I think, I don't think, any of them, any politicians, especially if they're over, 60, none of them are completely anti-racist.
None.
Which is why he'll accept the racist vote. Mm. And I think he really is the only person appealing to, poor white people. And that's just kind of, that's kind of their only option, in the same way that a lot of black people think that the Democrats are their only option.
Yeah, which is not always true.
We could have a different Republican president, and we can have a different Democratic nominee, or we really should have more choice in this situation. It's kind of a messed up situation that we found, the country has found itself in, pigeonholed itself into two camps, and then each one is kind of encouraged to screw over who they're supposed to be representing. Yeah, I mean, and everyone else too.
Yeah, it's
in the process, of course.
Yeah, it's because I'm sure you've seen all the the political side of TikTok and stuff like that. People say
that is annoying.
Yeah, people say, it just but people saying why do black people vote for Democrats when the Democrats created the KKK? The Democrats created a lot of the Southern Democrats created a lot of the Jim Crow and fought for the Confederacy and stuff like that. But what they don't, ideals definitely change. There has been a flip, definitely. But it's what a lot of people don't understand is black people started off voting with Republicans.
Yeah.
Because the Republicans are the ones that freed, quote, quote, freed them. Got them into society. So black people started voting for Republicans just as hard as we vote for Democrats now. That's what a lot of people don't understand. And I guess the thing that Republicans should be asking is, what did they do to lose that vote? Because it's completely flipped now. I think a lot of it has to do with the Great Depression and a lot of the economic or kind of like trying to save that